In this video, we're going to talk about addressing modes of 8085. There are 5 addressing modes in 8085: the immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and implied addressing mode. But even before talking about the addressing mode, we first need to understand the instruction format in 8085. One instruction in 8085 will consist of an opcode, which is a compulsory parameter, and it may or may not contain an operand. Addressing mode that we're trying to discuss here is purely based on instruction format that we use in 8085. Let's first start with immediate addressing mode. In this mode, the data, the 8-bit or 16-bit data, is specified in the instruction itself as one of its operand. For example, if we write MBI B, 02H, then MBI becomes our opcode, B becomes our one of the operands, and 02 becomes our other operands, which is an 8-bit data. So whenever your data are directly defined in the instruction itself, then we call it as an immediate addressing mode. Now we talk about register addressing mode. The main difference in register addressing mode is that we don't have data directly defined in our instruction. For example, we already have this MVI B, 02H, which means we've transferred value 02H in register B. Now, if we move this value to somewhere, maybe another register A, then this instruction now comes under register addressing mode, because there is transfer of data happening in this code, but the 8-bit data is not directly defined here. Now talking about direct addressing mode, we know that our data can either be immediate or it can come from some memory address. Now, if we are writing some instruction that directly involves our memory address, then such instructions are said to be in direct addressing mode. For example, we have a value in memory cell 2000H and then we want to transfer it to accumulator, then we basically do LDA 2000H. Now here LDA becomes the opcode and 2000H becomes the operand. Now this 2000H is actually a memory address and not the data. So this particular instruction now comes under direct addressing mode. Similarly, we could do STA 4000H. Again, this instruction is also under the direct addressing mode. Now moving on to register indirect addressing mode. Like the way we defined our memory address directly here, in case of register indirect addressing mode, we use register pairs to actually define our address in the instruction. For example, if we want to do 2000H, what we do is we either use one of the either pairs BC, DE or HL to save the address first. So let's say we have used BC register to save 2000H. Now what we're going to do is we're going to load the content of the address present in BC, which is 2000H, into the accumulator using this particular set of instruction. Sorry, it's not C, which is right B. Example, we had an address of 4000H in D, then we would use STAXD to store whatever is present in the accumulator in the memory address which is present in the DE pair. Now this comes under register indirect addressing mode. The last one is the implied addressing mode. Well, in case of implied addressing mode, we do not require any kind of operand, and the data is specified by the opcode itself. For example, we could use a shifting operation on the data present in the accumulator using RRC, which means shift one bit to the right, or RLC, which means shift one bit to the left. So revising it once again, the entire instruction is comprised of an opcode and maybe none or one or two operand. In immediate addressing mode, the data is directly defined in the instruction itself as one of the operand. In register addressing mode, there is no definition of data in the instruction. The data is present, but it is present in the register, and data transfer operations are done using the register itself. Then in case of direct addressing mode, we directly specify the memory address like we did with the data here. We directly specify memory address in the instruction as one of the operands. But in register indirect addressing mode, we put our memory address into one of the register pair that are accessible to us, and then use the register pair in the instruction. In case of implied addressing mode, we don't have any operand, we just have the opcode, and basically implied addressing mode is done for manipulation of data present in the accumulator here. So this is it for the addressing mode of 8085.